Greetings. Some time ago I saw a video in which the goth presenting it said the following: "We're not supposed to be cultivating the image that we're scary. We're supposed to be cultivating the image that we are a subculture that is harmless and that we're people that just enjoy wearing black." This is utter bullshit. We have no duty to the mainstream that has, for the most part, ostracized us to cultivate an image of any kind for their benefit. The image that we should be cultivating for our benefit is one of lions, beautiful and powerful, unlikely to do anything to upset the order, but unrelentingly fierce in our defense of ourselves and of those in our pride. It seems like every goth and their sister these days feels the need to announce to the world that goths aren't depressed, they're not sad, they're not violent or angry. As a goth, I am also a human, and as a human, I often do feel emotions from the darker spectrum. I'm sane and I'm not a depressive person. But it's not like being goth keeps me from getting angry or feeling depressed from time to time. The ultimate point of this is that the dark emotion deniers in the culture are doing as much of a disservice as those outside our culture saying that we are all depressed. Constantly stating that we are not violent, that we're not sad, that we're not depressed, quickly begins to sound like we are perhaps trying to convince people of something that may not be entirely true. So stop it. In your attempts to combat a stereotype, you are becoming one. By this same token, I find it a bit frustrating that so many vocal goths try to give the impression that there are no goth Satanists. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that demographically, the goth culture has more Satanists and Luciferians and the like among us than most other cultures and subcultures. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course. Rather than denying that we have anything to do with an ideology that many people find perfectly applicable to their lives. When asked by those outside the culture if we worship Satan, the more appropriate answer would be something to the effect of, goth culture is not a religion-biased culture. There is no primary religion that goths follow, and leave it at that. In fact, recently Kazlovesbats had a video that dealt with this quite specifically, and that video was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. The motto of so many vocal goths seems to be nice. I believe the culture can be bettered instead by goths being themselves, rather than presenting some kind of disguise to the outside world. That doesn't mean goths can't be nice, of course. Only that they shouldn't pretend to be if they're not.